I'm Motep Sankofa again, back, part two of the process of seasoning and breaking our mental chains that we had, our ties to the West Africa and the African continent, and giving us uh, uh, um, a pseudo psyche and a false, I guess, lineage that we didn't come here with. Start again. Again, collegiate level, African American history book. Collegiate level, college book. Okay, real fast here. African named male children after close relatives. Also, early in the 18th century, more African Americans began to use surnames. This reflected a West African predisposition to link family name with certain location. The result was African Americans preserved given family names over many generations. Black men continued to bear such African names as Cudjoe, Quash, Cuffy, and Sambo, and black women such names as Quashiba and Juba. Bible names did not become common among African Americans until the mid 18th century. This was because prior to that time, masters often refused to allow slaves to be converted to Christianity. As a result, African religions, both indigenous and Islamic, persisted in parts of America well into the 19th century. Black Americans continued to perform African circle dance known as the ring shout at funerals, and they decorated graves with shells and pottery in West African manner. They looked to recently arrived Africans for religious guidance, held bodies of waters to be sacred, remained in daily contact with their ancestors through spirit possession, and practiced divination and magic. When they became ill, they turned to herb doctors and root workers. The major turning point in African American religion came in conjunction with the religious revival known as the Great Awakening. Go look up the Great Awakening. This extensive social movement of mid to late 18th century grew out of growing dissatisfaction among white Americans with the deterministic and increasingly formalistic style of Protestantism that seemed to deny most people a chance for salvation. Some people of African descent had converted to Christianity before the Great Awakening, but two factors prevented widespread black conversion. First, most masters feared that converted slaves would interpret their new religious status as a step toward freedom and equality. Second, many slaves, as we noted previously, continued to derive spiritual satisfaction from their ancestral religions and were not attracted to Christianity. It's right here in the books. It's right here in the books. Now, I know you all don't read. I know you don't study. And it's a shame. You only go on what's been told to you. But you need to read and study. All of this that's been taught to you has been wrong. I got more later. Hotel.